You sit down, maybe on the couch, maybe at your desk, maybe at the kitchen table after a long day, and within seconds, your dog is there. Not across the room, not on their bed, not by the window. Right there, at your feet, sometimes pressed gently against your ankles, sometimes just close enough that you can feel the warmth of their body. Sometimes they rest their chin on your foot like they've claimed it, like it belongs to them. And you reach down, you pat them once, you smile, and you think, that's just what they do. But here's what most people never stop to ask. Why your feet specifically? Why not beside you on the couch? Why not in the center of the room? Why always there, at the lowest point of your body, tucked quietly below everything else? Because that choice isn't random. It isn't habit, and it isn't simply affection. That position your dog chooses every single time is one of the most psychologically loaded behaviors in the entire canine world. And most owners walk past it every day without ever understanding what their dog is actually communicating. Most people see a dog at their feet and think one of two things. Either the dog wants attention, or the dog is just comfortable there. And both of those explanations feel reasonable on the surface. Dogs are social. Dogs like being near us. Dogs enjoy warmth and familiarity. So naturally, they sit close. But that explanation skips over something quiet, something that canine behavioral researchers have been studying for decades inside pack dynamics, wolf hierarchies, and the long evolutionary arc of dogs living alongside humans. Because proximity in the canine world is never accidental. Where a dog chooses to position their body, relative to yours, is a form of communication, one that existed long before dogs learned to bark at us for treats. Let's go deeper. 1. The anchor point behavior. Have you ever noticed that your dog doesn't just sit near you? They sit specifically near your feet, even when there's more comfortable space available. Behavioral researchers studying pack-oriented animals have identified what's called anchor point behavior. In wild canid groups, lower-ranking or deeply bonded members will position themselves near the physical base of a trusted companion, not beside them at eye level, below them, near the ground. This isn't submission in the way most people imagine it. It's not fear, it's not weakness, it's something far more nuanced. It is a declaration of safety. When your dog tucks themselves at your feet, their nervous system is doing something remarkable. It's using your physical presence as a reference point for the world around them. You become the center of their emotional compass. And the closer they are to you, the more regulated their internal state becomes. From an evolutionary perspective, this made survival sense. A dog in the presence of a trusted leader could rest more deeply, alert less frantically, and conserve energy because the trust in that bond told them, someone I rely on is right here. Nothing has changed. I am safe. That dog at your feet isn't just resting. They are anchoring themselves to the one presence that makes their world feel stable. 2. The scent architecture of devotion. Here's something most people never consider. Your feet carry one of the most concentrated maps of your biological identity. Dogs process scent at a level that humans find almost impossible to imagine. And your feet, your shoes, the ground you've walked on, contain layered chemical information about where you've been, how long you were gone, what emotional state you were in, and whether anything in your environment has changed. When your dog rests near your feet, they aren't just physically close to you. They are sitting inside your scent field, continuously reading you, continuously monitoring. Behavioral studies on canine olfactory bonding have shown that dogs can detect stress hormones, hormonal shifts, and even subtle changes in health through scent alone. And by positioning themselves near the ground where your scent is strongest, they are essentially running a constant, non-quiet scan of your well-being. This is the part most people miss entirely. Your dog isn't just near your feet because they love you, They're near your feet because that is where they can monitor you most effectively, where they can stay informed, where the information they need to protect and respond to you is most available. They are not just companions. They are quiet, devoted observers, and they chose the best possible position to watch over you. 3. The protection geometry. Think about this for a moment. If something were to approach you unexpectedly from any direction, where would the most strategically useful place for a dog to sit? Not behind you, not far away, right there at your feet, where they can feel movement through the floor, where they can intercept anything before it reaches you, where their body forms a living perimeter around the most grounded part of yours. Dogs evolved alongside humans in environments where threat was real, and that protective geometry, that instinct to place themselves between you and the world, did not disappear when we moved into houses and apartments and quiet suburbs. It simply became softer, quieter, more domestic in its expression. When your dog leans against your feet on a calm evening, that gentle pressure is not so different neurologically from the watchfulness of a dog sleeping at the threshold of a fire. The instinct is the same. The environment changed, the devotion did not. And this is where many owners misunderstand their dog completely. They see a dog at their feet and think the dog is being clingy, needy, maybe even anxious. But in many cases, that dog is working, quietly, instinctively, fulfilling a role that their biology has been shaped over thousands of years to perform. And they are doing it without being asked, without reward, without even knowing you notice. If you're starting to see your dog's behavior a little differently right now, hit like and subscribe. There's more to understand. 4. Oxytocin and the feedback loop of physical closeness. What happens inside your dog's body when they settle at your feet is not only psychological, it is deeply biological. When dogs maintain close physical proximity with a bonded human, even without direct touch, their brains begin releasing oxytocin, the same hormone associated with maternal bonding, deep trust, and emotional attachment. Research on human canine bonding has shown that this release doesn't require eye contact. It doesn't require petting. It is triggered by nearness alone, by being in the same space, by the quiet reassurance of your presence. And here is what makes it even more remarkable. Your body responds in kind. Humans in proximity to a calm, bonded dog show measurable reductions in cortisol, the stress hormone, lower blood pressure, a slower, more regulated heartbeat. The dog at your feet is not just receiving comfort. They are, without conscious intention, offering it back to you. A biological exchange happening in complete silence, in complete stillness. Two nervous systems, quietly regulating each other at the level of chemistry. 5. The behavior. Most owners overlook. This is the one that carries the most weight. Have you ever noticed that your dog doesn't sit at just anyone's feet? Guests come over, friends visit, family members sit in the same chair, are in the same room, and your dog may approach them, may be friendly, may even be affectionate in the normal ways, but they come back to your feet, always yours. Behavioral researchers who study canine social hierarchy have observed that foot proximity in dogs is one of the most selective bonding behaviors in their entire repertoire. It is not performed casually. It is not distributed equally. It is reserved. And the dog who chooses your feet, specifically, is making a statement that has nothing to do with training, conditioning, or habit. They are telling you that you are their person, their anchor, their chosen point of return in a world full of movement and noise and uncertainty. Every time they settle there, they are choosing you again, quietly, without words, with the full weight of their instinct behind it. There is something worth sitting with in all of this. We spend so much time wondering if our dogs love us, looking for signs, waiting for moments that feel big enough to be meaningful. But the most profound expression of what your dog feels might be the one you step around every morning without thinking. That warm, steady presence at your feet, not asking for anything, not performing anything, just there, because to them, there is nowhere else worth being. The quietest loyalty is often the kind that never moves from your side.